Hello students, welcome to Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Chapter 2, Functions of Management, Part 6. Students, today we are going to start the last function of management known as controlling. Controlling function is as important as the planning function because in the planning function we had learned that we are going to decide the standard performance. Like that, in the controlling function, we get the actual performance. So that's why planning is as important as the controlling, and controlling is also equal importance to the planning. Both are dependent on each other. Today we are going to learn meaning, definition, process as well as the importance of controlling. Meaning of controlling. Controlling function is required in all types of organizations, whether profit making or non-profit making. Similarly, it is performed at all levels, that is top, middle and lower levels of management. So students, we had learned that controlling function is necessary whether it's a business organization or the non-business organization, whether it's the education institution, everywhere it is necessary to find out that whether we had achieved to our performance, actual performance or not. Similarly, it is also necessary at the top, middle as well as the lower level. Controlling is indispensable function of management. The effectiveness of planning function can be determined with the function of controlling. It means we can find out what we had planned and actually what we had achieved. That's why planning and controlling are the major part of the management cycle. Controlling is a function of comparing the actual performance with the predetermined standard performance. It measures deviation if any, identifies the causes of deviation and suggests corrective measures. The process of controlling helps in formulation of future plans also. It means controlling is a function where you are going to compare the actual performance with the predetermined standard performance which you had decided at the time of planning. It measures deviation. Deviation, it means the differences. If there is a difference between the standard performance and the actual performance, then we have to find out the causes of deviation or the differences, and corrective measures should be taken. So always the process of controlling helps to formulate the planning for the next process as well as for the future. Definition of controlling. According to Kunz and O'Donnell, managerial control implies the measurement of accomplishment against the standard and the correction of deviation to assure attainment of objectives according to plans. It means controlling function in that we are going to measure the standard performance with the actual performance, and we will do the correction of that differences if any differences to achieve the objectives or the goals according to the planning which we had done in the form of standard performance. Second definition is according to Philip Kotler, control is the process of taking steps to bring actual results and the desired results closer together. It means controlling is once again the process or the steps where we try to bring the actual result in the form of actual performance in the controlling function and desired result in the form of standard performance in the planning function. we try to bring both the standard performance or the desired result and actual performance or the actual results close together or the bring together so that we will able to achieve the goals, objectives or the target of our organization. Process of controlling. Students, process of controlling is like a step of controlling. We had learned in the meaning part also that how in the planning function we set out the standard performance and in controlling function we get the actual performance. But the thing is that in the last function why it is necessary, because in the last function we get the actual performance, but we should know that through that actual performance whether we had achieved our target or not, which we had decided in the planning function in the form of standard performance. So that's why it's compulsory to compare the standard performance and the actual performance, and that we are going to learn in the process of controlling. So we can see in the diagram it starts with the process starts with the setting performance standard. In planning function we set a standard performance, and after that measurement of actual performance, which we get the actual performance in the controlling function. Now we have to compare the standard performance and the actual performance, and after that we are going to find out or the identify or analyze the deviation. Analyze the deviation, it means we are going to find out whether there is the difference between the standard performance and the actual performance, and if there is any kind of differences we have to take the corrective action or the corrective measures so that in the next process or the for the next planning for the future we should able to achieve the same result in the organization which we had planned. For example, we can see in planning function we set a standard performance of doing a production of 100 units in a week. After 1 week, in the controlling function, we get the actual performance of production what we had done in a week. For example, we get a 80 units. We had done the production of just 80 units. Then here in the third step, we have to compare the standard performance with the actual performance. Our standard performance was the 100 unit, and then we got the actual performance in the form of 80 units. So here we had find out the deviation or the difference between the 100 and 80, and we got the difference of the 20 unit. Then according to that we have to take the corrective action or the corrective measures. What was the causes? For what purpose there was the deviation or the differences? The deviation or the differences may be because of the breakdown of machinery, maybe delay in the raw material, maybe employees on strike. So after identifying all the causes, we have to take the corrective action so that next time we achieve the actual performance as per our standard performance. So student, we had learned the process of controlling. It is having just the 5 steps, but it is very essential for each and every organization. Like in your exam also at the end you get your results, which is your actual performance, and you come to know whether I had achieved my target or not, or whether I had achieved my objectives or not. Like in this that way also controlling is also important, where you come to know, organization comes to know whether they had achieved their target, objectives or the goal of the organization. Importance of controlling. First point, fulfilling goals of organization. Controlling is the function of measuring the performance at every possible stage. finding out the deviations, if any, taking corrective actions according to the planned activities for the organization. We had learned earlier also planning is the last function where you are going to measure the actual performance and find out the deviation, that is the differences if any, while comparing the actual performance with the standard performance, and will take corrective action to solve the differences. So therefore, controlling function helps in fulfilling the organization goals. Try to reach the goals by finding out the deviation and by taking the corrective actions. Second point, making efficient utilization of resources. Various techniques are used by manager to reduce wastage of resources and spoilage of other resources. Resources may be any resources. It may be the physical resources, financial resources, or it may be the human resources. So always manager try to do the maximum utilization of resources and try to reduce the wastages and reuse the resources so that they should able to get more and more profit for their organization. Manager even though set standard for every performance, an employee has to follow this standard. And because of this, the resources which are used by the employees is the most efficient and effective way they utilize the resources and they try to achieve the organizational objectives. So each and everything is communicated to the employees, how they have to follow those standards, how they have to use the resources, how they have to reuse the resources. So they always try to utilize that resources in an efficient and effective manner and try to achieve organizational objectives. Third point, accuracy of standards. An efficient control system helps in judging the accuracy of standard, whether they are accurate or not. So controlling function is very necessary to find out or to judge whether the standard which was set is perfect or not, or it is accurate or not. Controlling measures are flexible to some extent. It means some percentage we can do the adjustment. It's not necessary that always we will able to achieve the 100% only. So little bit flexibility is acceptable by the controlling function. After reviewing them according to the changing circumstances, they are always revised from time to time, which is beneficial for checking performance accurately. It means there may be some circumstances, external circumstances, and because of that external business circumstances, we have to revise our controlling measures from time to time, or we have to revise our standard performance from time to time, which is necessary for the checking performance accurately. Fourth point, motivates employees. After setting standards of checking performance, they are communicated to employees in advance. It means certain standard has set that in particular 1 week you have to achieve so and so target, and this all the things are communicated to employees in advance. So they are well prepared that how to do that thing and what to do to achieve that particular target, that in 1 week my target is to attract 10 people to purchase my product. So performance are always evaluated, that is their performance appraisals are also done, who achieves the target in the form of monetary and non-monetary or in the form of increment, bonus, promotion, and this thing always motivates the employee to perform at their best levels. So that's why communication is important by the organization, that what thing you will do if you want to achieve certain level of appraisal or the reward, then employee will make their mind or plan it how to do that particular thing and within what time of period they have to achieve the target. Fifth point, ensures order and discipline. Controlling is the function of order and maintaining discipline. It works for reducing unprofessional behavior of the employees. Discipline is maintained by continuous checking of performance by the supervisor, and preventive actions are taken to minimize the gap between actual and standard performance. So, discipline is necessary in each and every organization. Here they try to reduce the unprofessional behavior of the employees, and if there will be the discipline, then obviously the organization will able to achieve their objectives and target. So that's why it is told that discipline is very much necessary in each and every organization. Sixth point, facilitates coordination. Control is the function in which the roles and responsibility of all departmental managers and the subordinates are designed clearly. It means what manager have to do, what employee has to do, all the roles, duties and responsibility are clearly mentioned to each and everyone. Coordination always helps to bring out the differences in their departments, as well as they use the remedial measures to achieve the desired result for the organization. Seventh point, psychological pressure. The performance are evaluated with the standard target. The employees are very well aware that their performance will be evaluated and they will be rewarded accordingly. As we had learned in the earlier point also, motivation is done to every employee if employee achieves their target which was given by the organization, and organization informs to them before only in advance that what they have to do if they want to achieve certain motivational factors. So here only the point is connected, psychological pressure, where employees are very well aware that what performance they have to do and their performance will be evaluated by the employer, and that's why if they will perform well then they will be rewarded. So this psychological pressure works as a motivational factor for employee to give their best performance. Eighth point, ensures organizational efficiency and effectiveness. Factors of control includes making manager responsible, motivating them for higher performance, and achieving departmental coordination. So that's why manager is having so much responsibility, that how they are going to achieve the goals and target, also how they will motivate to the employees, how they will achieve the departmental coordination. So this all the thing is very important for the manager. Manager has to be more responsible also, and always it helps to achieve the organizational efficiency and effectiveness. Ninth point, builds good corporate image. Controlling function helps to improve the overall performance of the organization. They try to minimize deviation or differences in predetermined standard and actual performance, which results into progress of the business. It can be achieved with the help of the proper control, and this brings good corporate image as well as goodwill for the business. 10th point, acts as a guide. Controlling function provides set of standard performance. Manager as well as subordinate work according to it. Wherever necessary, they take help of this standard and try to achieve the desired result. So therefore it's known as it's a guide for everyone. Controlling function acting as a guide for everyone. Along with that, the steps taken for controlling as an activity guides the management also to plan it for the future activities. Thank you, students.